Hello, 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 and welcome to the WPTDeepStacks High Roller event presented by 888 Poker. Of course, two of the biggest names in poker, 888 and the WPT, joining forces for a great series. This is the High Roller, $2,100 to get in, and we are down to our final 10. So we will definitely see this through to a winner. Lots of giveaways, lots of fun over the next couple of hours. Make sure you stick with us. I am David Tuchman, and my normal partner in crime. I couldn't be here without him. It is Nick Wealthall. Nick, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, David Tuchman. I'm excited for this poker tournament. Some high roll action. We're going to see some of the better tournament players in the world in this, and some friends that we know very well, and some new friends that we'll meet during our coverage. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Blinds are starting out at 1,500, 3,000. And if you'll notice, that is 888 Dominic Nietzsche. Last time we streamed his tables, he won the darn tournament. Let's see if he can do it again. But he has other 888 ambassadors in his way with just 10 players remaining. Sophia Lovegren still in the mix. You see her just two Doms, right? And on the other table, and I am watching both tables, we have Vivian Saliba, the Brazilian superstar.
Saliba.
Well. Well said. Yes, Ambassador Battle, Matt Scholl. No doubt. I want to welcome all of you in the chat. And I want to welcome you to our brand new, that is all right, our brand spanking new 888 Twitch channel. We are really proud of it. 24/7 streaming, lots of content, and there's going to be some great stuff. So make sure you hit that follow button. So it should be a lot of fun. We have lots of giveaways, Nick. You want to talk us through it?
Well, we've got some sick giveaways. If you weren't here on, when did we broadcast before? Sunday night. If you weren't here on the first show, you won't know that we've really upped the stakes for this series. You can get your hands on a main event ticket, the main event running this weekend, which has a huge guarantee, and it's usually $1,050 to enter. But we've got two of them for free. Look, David's throwing, what was that? Your money. That's all your money. Don't throw your grocery money at the viewers.
It's my poker roll, man.
Oh, it's your poker roll. It's your poker roll. Very good. So you can win a main event ticket either through the free roll, which I'll tell you about in a minute, or through our competition, which is really easy to enter. You just type your entry in Twitch chat only now, Twitch chat only, and you need your 888 username, and you just answer our question. What's our question tonight, David?
You actually came up. You came up with it, my friend. So I feel like you should say it. But obviously, the last year has been trying for everybody. And for many of us, we're waiting to get back in the live poker ring. We're waiting to get back in the casino and play some live poker. And the question we have is very simple. You know what? Whether you've played or not, you can still come up with a nice, fun, creative answer. Where are you looking forward to playing live poker the most, and why?
Yeah, so it can be somewhere that you usually play that you haven't played for a while, or it can be somewhere that you aspire to play one day. Don't just say Vegas, say an actual poker room in Vegas.
Right, the Mirage.
The Mirage, the legendary, it's closed, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I was actually really sad about that.
I was too.
That was like the first poker room that I regularly went to in my life, and played so many hours there. And the fact that it's completely gone is really sad.
Like Valentin Norbert, this is not going to win. I like to play in Vegas. My 888 name is Norby907. Norb, I think you can do better. Let's up our game a little bit. Like, for example,
it's the high roller. It's the high roller. Up your game.
Right.
And remember please. I was just going to recap them on the rules, David. The rules are: it's completely unfair. We pick the winners arbitrarily, and often me and David are picking the winners. So you may want to suck up. If you can be funny and creative, you'll do better. But it's really worth entering because, like I said, one of you is going to win a main event ticket. So
right. 8 of you, by the way. So, I mean, there's 9 winners. Even the ones who don't win the main event ticket, you get a $33 tournament ticket.
Yeah,
not to mention, by the way, we have a free roll starting in an hour and 24 minutes. We may or may not finish by that moment, but we have a free roll in an hour and 24 minutes. The password for that free roll, very simple, high roller, one word, get in there. Not only are we giving $250 of cash in that one, but we are also giving away another main event. That's right, a $1,050 main event ticket. That main event, by the way, is on Sunday. We will be streaming day 2 of that to its conclusion and crowning a champion on Monday. So that one should be awesome. Make sure you get in on that. If you don't win today, don't fret. There are satellites running around the clock on 888 Poker.
So we're at the final table in our feature event. This is the final table. A small field, but as you can see, a really select field. So the quality of the pokers are going to be strong, to say the least. Do we know who this perfect shade person is? The chip leader. I haven't seen that screen name, but obviously an accomplished player. 317,000 is your chip lead, and then a murderer's row of 888 ambassadors.
Yeah, and none of them are particularly deep, but none of them are all that short. Queens versus tens. That is a cooler at the final table. Queens are good now, and they do fade the 2-outer on the river, and queens are still there. Chris Morman is slated to join us today. That's right. A man who has well over 100 triple crowns, online triple crowns, arguably the greatest online poker player of all time. And of course, 888 ambassador. Didn't make the final table here, but he will join us in commentary if this thing doesn't end before. I was just mentioning Sophia, Viv, and Dom. None of them deep, but none of them short. I mean, Dom's got 32 big blinds, Sophia with 33, and Viv with about 24. So they have some play.
And Vivi brings it in.
We're getting lots of, I would like to play in Vegas. I'm assuming they're trolling you now.
Well, I mean, it's your own time you're wasting. Casual win with the all-in. So this is, as you can see, all of Vivi's stack. If she decides to play, she does not.
We've got our first winner. By the way, these winners are going to come. They're going to come fast and furious. The FF Song, who is FF Song. I would love to play live poker in Australia, as it's the country with the most species of fish.
Nice.
And it's free from the horrible COVID. I can't wait to play live again. You know what? I can't wait to play live with you, my friend. Congratulations, FF Song. You, my friend, are winner number 1.
Yeah, I like what he did there. And I've never been to Australia, but I hear the Crown Casino and a couple of other ones as well, actually. I mean, they love gambling in Australia, and they also love poker.
I was actually gutted. Obviously 888 Poker, because of different legalities in different countries, was forced to pull out of certain places. And there was 888 Poker had a presence in Australia for a long time until relatively recently. And I have to imagine that it was going to be on our short list of places to go for a live poker event had it not been pulled, had they, obviously the lawmakers there in Australia decided they didn't want online poker. And that would have been a lot of fun, because I'd never been to Australia either, and it would have been a great excuse to go.
Maybe one day.
One day, indeed. Perfect.
How long does it take to Australia from California?
I believe it's a 14-hour flight.
Okay.
Because we go the other way.
You do.
Yeah. We go east to London, but we go west to Australia from here.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a good chance I might die without going to Australia.
Just too far.
It's just too far. Like if it was somewhere I desperately wanted to visit, I would go, of course. But like, it's not that I don't want to go. It's just that it's far.
It's far. What about a boat? What happens if we got you like one of those like around the world sailboats? But I mean, like a really nice sailboat, not I mean, I'm talking like a yacht.
Oh, like a pimped out yacht.
Yeah, like around the world in a yacht.
That would be fun. 6 months.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I'm down for that.
And you stop in you stop in Australia for 10 days, and then you go
Fiji,
New Zealand.
That sounds good.
You could even do you could do South Africa and Cape Town.
Maybe this is interesting. I mean, we're going to workshop all this, obviously, David. But this is an interesting adjunct to our Hands Around the World show, which will be coming soon to the 888 Twitch streaming channel. Hands Around the World. Dave and I in the most exotic locations, playing poker with the hottest people. hands around the world. And it'd be interesting to see the replies to our competition tonight, because maybe we'll get some ideas of where we should be visiting.
That's, you know what? As usual, you crush, Nick Wealthall. Two of the most exotic poker hosts and commentators traveling to the most exotic locations with the hottest people. How that is not greenlit.
Who is not going to watch? They should just greenlight it and say the budget is whatever you spend, boys. That's the budget. Yeah. We know this is going to make whatever you spend back 100 times. Away you go.
Pirate Schnicks. I like this answer. I want to play with Vivian and Sophia and Dom in King's Casino back in Rosvadov. Like it was World Series of Poker Europe 2017. It was so funny. Pirate Schnicks apparently played with them. You know what? Pirate Schnicks, you are winner number 2, my friend. You have just referenced a lot of fun. Yeah, I remember Rosvadov 2017 was a blast. Of course, 888 has made numerous stops to Rosvadov. One of our regulars. We love it there. Pirate Schnicks, congratulations. You're winner number 2. Still 9-handed at our final table.
What's your over-under on when this final table will end, David? How long will this take to complete?
I will answer that question in just a moment. But before I do, let's go to the payouts really quick.
Okay.
Only 7 players get paid. So we're not in the money.
Sorry, I just can't help but unleash urban vibes.
I was feeling it, man. I like that. Let's go. I like it. Only 7 players get paid, Nick.
Okay.
So we are not in the money right now. So this is interesting. Final table, 40 players entered. So it was a decent field for a high roller. I mean, high rollers aren't going to get 150. We had 40 entries. We're down to our final 9. 7 players get paid. So I do expect it to be a really slow go over the next, until we get the 7 for sure.
Yeah.
7th place is $5,000. So, more than double, 2.5 you're buying. And it's fairly significant bubble there. So it should be a really slow go until we get to the final 7. And then first place is $32,000, second place $22,500. So a nice payday here. As for how long this will go, I think it could take us an hour to get the 7, and then we could be finished in another hour.
Yeah. Interesting. Bubbles matter, kids. Especially $5,000 bubbles. They really matter. That is a good night out.
Without a doubt. Alabaster back in the chat. What's up, my man? Alabaster says, I'd like to play wherever Nick's phone is because the music sounds solid. By the way,
yeah.
I feel like that would be a fun game. Like, okay, if there was a commentator and they accidentally pressed play on their phone, and a song came up, if we could match the commentators with the players, Ace King, by the way, good for Dom. He's up over 100,000 chips. If you could match it, like let's just say, for example, Nick Wealthall, and then you put a music on the other side, David Tuchman, music on the other side, Ali Najad, music on the other side, Joe Stapleton, so forth and so on. How hard would it be to match the commentator with the music? Because there's zero chance I would ever match that song with Nick Wealthall.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You can take the boy out of the ghetto, but you can't ...
Like I will tell you, your street cred among our viewers right now has just skyrocketed.
I mean, I don't want to be pigeonholed. They should know I'm as comfortable laying down some Dutch trip hop as I am at the opera. So I have an eclectic taste. Also, I don't really like music.
You've been very clear about that. We've talked about that on the show before. A man who does not like music, a person who doesn't like music, I don't understand it. I mean, I can see like, oh yeah, I don't like that kind of music. Just blanket, I don't like music. That's right, folks. You're here for 88 poker.
Look, joking aside, my view on it is it's all right. That's my view on it. It's all right. Don't hate it really. Just don't. Oh look, 3-way pot.
Three-way pot indeed. Vivi, by the way, finding herself a little bit short stacked, and she's in a little bit of a danger zone because she has 3 players at the table who have less chips than her. So, she really doesn't want to get knocked out before the bubble. So she has to be careful. But at the same time, just sitting around and waiting for hands can be quite dangerous as well.
I can't imagine she was going to continuation bet this flop unless she has it crushed,
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so unless she thinks I have no bosses week, we'll never know. But that was pretty decisive. She needed that one as well. Keeps her out of the ruck for the bottom couple of places.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, you're looking at Spielerkind, Peter Martin, and Croat, all with under 10 big blinds. Spielerkind is all in here. So for those medium stacks who are looking to at least cash, that was a big play by Vivi. I'm intrigued to know what she had. I assume she had. I don't think it was a bluff. Maybe it was ace, queen, ace, king of hearts, overs like that. Kings versus ace, queen. Ooh, there's an ace.
Wow, that's rough for Spielerkind.
Yeah, real rough. And that's a short stack, eliminating another short stack. So Peter Martin now on 50,000 chips, and we're down to 8 players, 1 away from the money.
Yeah, frustrating for Spielerkind. I think we saw Spielerkind relatively deep on Sunday, so close but no prize, unfortunately. We're down to the actual bubble. This is the actual bubble.
We've awarded 2, by the way. I've got some exciting news.
Oh, good.
There is somebody in the waiting room who knows far more about poker than you and I do.
Can you narrow it down more?
He's won a bracelet. He's an 88 ambassador. He's won multiple Triple Crowns online, millions upon millions of dollars. He's written books on poker.
Okay, I know who it is.
You know who it is. Well, yeah. There you go. Why don't we introduce Chris Morman? We'll be right back with the one and only Chris Morman. Eight ambassadors at this final table.
Yeah, everyone apart from me, pretty much, right?
Pretty much. Well, I'm assuming, obviously, if you had played this tournament, you would be here. So clearly you didn't play it, right?
Yeah. I didn't play. Just don't check the lobby.
Chris, first of all, how are you? How have you been?
I'm good, man. Yeah, not too bad. Just down in Mexico, so just amazing weather down here, and yeah, no complaints.
There you have it. We're down to 8. Not only are we at the final table, we're on the money bubble. 7 get paid. 7th place will take home $5,000. While we were away, Croat doubled up with Ace Jack versus Perfect Shades Ace King, and you'll notice now that Peter Martin is our short stack with about 46,000 chips.
He's my hero. Do you know? He satellited into the Poker After Dark in Las Vegas, and we played the sit and go together, and he knocked me out.
I wasn't sure if it was that Peter Martin or not.
Yeah, it is, because actually we played a satellite to this earlier, and we were chatting at the table. So yeah, glad to see him still in there. I'm hoping he makes it squeaks into at least the min cash, you know.
Got a lot going on here, Chris. By the way, 888 is like they've gone off the rails. You know how we normally have giveaways?
Yeah.
Do you know what the giveaway is today?
No, what you got for me?
We're giving away 9 888 poker tournament tickets, 8 of which are the $33 variety, and 1 is a $1,050 main event seat.
Oh wow, sick.
Right?
Yeah. And what do you have to do?
Just answer Nick Wealthall's inane question.
Which is?
It's that simple. When COVID's gone away, where are you most looking forward to playing live and why? Chris, you can answer. You could win. You could win yourself a main event ticket.
I'm already free today too, so it'd be kind of useless for me.
Nice.
I could give it to like someone.
You could gift it. Yeah, you could re-gift it. What is
Definitely-
your
I
answer
definitely
though?
wouldn't re-gift it to Dominic after he knocked me out of this. But
To Dominic? Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, I know, it's max pain, right? I'd rather anyone in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
I'd rather Tuchman knock me out. Oh, God, that's saying something.
Wow. Okay, that does say something, right? You'd rather be knocked out by me than Dom. Because if
Yeah,
I knocked you out, you'd hear about it forever.
yeah, I know, but it,
You actually would.
it would make your day, you know. So
It would make my life. Are you kidding me? My day. We've got to raise the bar. I don't think you know who I am. Chris Morman, Nick Wealthall here. Of course, we are here for the WPT DeepStacks, sponsored by 888 Poker, a great partnership between 888 and WPT. They've been working together for years, and obviously two of the biggest names in poker. So this is a great series. Main event we're talking about is on Sunday. It's a $1,050 satellite at the tournament. Many ways to get in. You can satellite. You can win a ticket here. You can win a ticket in the free roll, which starts in just over an hour. The password for that is high roller. That's right. One word, high roller. Make sure you register for that free roll. $250 in cash, and of course, a main event ticket. And speaking of satellites, we're trying to confirm a story, but it looks like this is pretty cool. So we always talk about satellites. Sophia apparently satellited her way into this from a $22 step satellite on 888.
wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty cool.
I mean, we always say, you can satellite into these things for $1 or $2, but, it's not every day that you actually get the story and then see the person at the final table, except here. Oh, ugly river. Ugly river for Viv. Her 9s were good until then.
Yeah, that's not fun, really. So it was $22 she spent?
Yeah, I
so
think
here it
it was
is.
a $22 rebuy, so
Oh, okay.
maybe she had to rebuy because it was I played one and it was like you got a big add-on and you had to like kind of make it to the add-on, and but it was probably quite hard to be in for one bullet in it, but yeah, still pretty sick.
Yeah, apparently the story is she played 2 satellites in 888 right before it started, $22, and then a 320, and won the seat in both.
People are going to start saying it's rigged for the 888 pros. But I'll confirm it's not, because I lost heads up in a $22 one to the player who came 10th. I was mad, so I had to quit my session and go and hit up the driving range nearby instead, and take my anger out on some of the golf balls.
Driving ranges are very useful for that. Very useful.
How is your golf game coming? I know last time we spoke, you were just kind of picking it up.
A little bit better, because on this, my place in Mexico is right next to the golf course. So basically, pretty much every day before grinding, because I don't have to start till midday here. So it's a pretty good time schedule. I've just been going to the driving range about 10 a.m. for about an hour and a half and just hitting some balls and working some stuff out by myself rather than getting lessons. I'm trying to do it the hard way, teach myself. So, but I've definitely noticed an improvement. But I'm sure it's one of those things you get on the golf course and it will go wrong,
We have some 888 on 888 Ambassador Violence going on right now. Viv raised from the small blind. Dom called from the big blind. Viv continuation bet. Dom calls. Pot is 40,500.
And we're on the stone bubble as well, huh?
Yeah.
Peter Martin is loving this.
Yeah.
Viv in the tank now.
Sort of not a fun spot. unless you've got like a set. It's just not very fun. Oh, she's got it through.
She does get it through. She's up to 83,000. Dom down to 54,000. Nick, you know, I often think about my life and I think about how lucky I am, and I've got this great job and I get to travel the world and I play poker, and then I get Chris Morman on the show and I just feel like, oh, as he wakes up in Mexico, goes to the golf course before grinding. Nice life, Chris.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
And imagine if you'd actually worked at your poker instead of whatever it is you've been doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Could all be so different.
Does your get an all in and a call? Dom with the Kings. Oh, bad timing for 5-3. Oops, that's a huge pot there. Kraut was not that deep, and Croat down to 34,711. That was quite a big misstep by Croat with 5.
Yeah, but he's like, it's quite hard for him though, isn't it? I mean, obviously it looks terrible, but running into kings in the small blind is not fun, is it? I mean,
okay, Nick, you're being nice, but I'm going to ask Chris. It looks terrible, but let's be honest. It kind of is terrible, isn't it?
why?
Well, he's gonna get fold most of the time unless Dominic's limped a huge.
He's got him covered.
I didn't see what happened. I guess Dominic limped and he just shoved.
And he has him covered, and they're on the stone cold bubble.
Yeah, but he's got 5. I mean, can't you pick up? Okay, if you're doing it with 5-3, are you literally doing it with any 2 then?
I guess so. I mean, you could just raise, and like a hand that's that bad, you could just raise and fold if he goes all in. Like, you know, probably.
I enjoyed it. That was stop crapping on fun poker. That was awesome.
Crow, you know what? I'm sorry. It was an amazing play. My bad.
It was awesome.
It would have been awesome if he got there. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that would have been really good.
That'd have been some justice.
Once again, our the free roll is starting in just over 1 hour. The password for that is High Roller. We have our contest going on as well. Very easy. You just have to answer a question for us. Let us know where you are looking forward to playing live poker again. Obviously, for many of us, we haven't really played a lot of live poker. I played once. I played last month, the first time in over 13 months. And for many of us, it's, where do you want to play? Where are you looking forward to most playing, and why? Let us know in the Twitch chat. That's where that's where we are now. We have this awesome, brand new 24/7 888 Poker Twitch channel, so you can watch all the content. I'm sure that Chris Morman will have a lot of strategy on the channel, I assume, right?
Yeah, I've definitely made the video, so if it should be out there. I think I commented on a couple of super high rollerball hands, and just some like big hands that went down, pretty famous hands.
Cool.
If you want to check it out.
So you guys can check that out. Of course, hit the follow button. It is twitch.tv/888pokertv, and we're pretty proud of it. So Dom back up to 114,000, Viv on 80, Sophia on 70, and our short stacks are Peter Martin and Croat. And again, we are on the money bubble. 7 will get paid. Min in cash is 5,000.
So in this situation, like all the 888 pros are kind of waiting for Croat or Pierre Martin to get it in here, because they're just, they're pretty short. The blinds are going up in 7 minutes to 5K, so they can't just hang around. They're going to have to get it all in. So they're going to be playing a very tight range, and the big stacks, Perfect Shade and I Have No Boss, can definitely pick up a lot of chips in this situation.
Do you know either of those players, Chris, the two big stacks?
No, I don't actually. No, I knew a few people in the tournament, but I don't know them off the top of my head.
Chris, you like my hat?
I love it, mate. It really suits you, yeah.
Yeah.
Brings out the color in your eyes.
Thank you. Appreciate that. See, Nick, why can't you be this nice?
I don't know. It's just not my character.
Because he has to spend more time with you. I get it.
Thank you. Exactly.
I can do the odd hour here or there, and then.
Yeah. Like visiting a prisoner or something, isn't it? Like,
imagine being
nice to them
me
for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, this is the story of my life. I mean, my wife says it all the time. Imagine being married to him. as we continue here. We've got a couple more winners. I mentioned we're giving away 9 888 tournament tickets today.
A lot of entries. Like
Tons
a lot of entries.
And I love them, guys. Keep them coming in. Neptune 186, Neptune 18 says, I want to play in Morocco because that's where I won my first tournament and I met my wife at the final table.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Chris, have you ever played poker in Morocco?
No, I've actually never been to Morocco. I've been to South Africa, but that's the only place I've been to in Africa.
I have been to Morocco once, and I know the WPT has a tournament there.
Yeah, Marrakesh. That was got pretty big. I know a few people who went and played and had good things to say about it. It's
a really cool spot. I went on a camel in the middle of the desert and slept under the stars. It was really a magical trip. If you've never been, I recommend it. Anyway, Neptune 186, congratulations. You are winner number 3. And I've got another one here. It's Radu Moon. Says, after COVID, I would love to play 888 live again in Bucharest to give Chris Morman a chance to redeem himself after I knocked him out from the 2019 main event. Ha ha.
Wow.
His
name is AA Plus. Do you know this gentleman?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was playing crazy, and I just didn't believe him. I just had enough. Got me tilted, and I called him down, and he just had the nuts or something. Pretty sure that was it.
How awesome is this, by the way?
Not the first time it's happened to me.
How awesome is this? Not only does he knock you out, but we're going to give him an 888 ticket to boot. Well, congratulations, AA Plus. You, my friend, have just won ticket number 4. We have 5 more to give away. All in here from Croat, and Viv has to give it up. Chris, are you surprised that the shorter stacks, not the shortest stack, but kind of, Viv and Croat are mixing it up as much as they are, considering we're on the money bubble?
Yeah, maybe they feel like the short stacks aren't going to get it all in, so that they don't want to wait around and sort of get blinded down. But yeah, there's different ways to approach the bubble for sure. Like it's going to look strong when you enter pots, so people can't. They're going to need stronger ranges to play back you maybe, but it's like a leveling war kind of the bubble. So you can approach it many different ways.
No doubt. Blind your 2,000, 4,000. Once again, Nick Wealthall, Chris Morman here. I'm David Tuchman. This is the 888 Poker WPT DeepStacks High Roller. $2,100 to get into this tournament. We are down to our final 8, including 3 888 ambassadors. Nick, I don't know if you answered the question. Where are you looking forward to playing poker again?
It's a great question. Well done for asking it. I don't know really. Anywhere would be nice, wouldn't it? Somebody put that in. Somebody put that in the chat. I just want to play anywhere. Yeah, anywhere would be nice. I mean, I always look forward to playing Vegas more than anywhere else. However, my 2 favorite rooms, which were back in the day, the Mirage, which we just said is closed. And then I used to really love the Win Poker Room because it had a real sort of, had a cozy feel to it somehow. And then they closed that and they opened up like a more of a cookie cutter room. So I don't really have like a favorite Vegas room anymore. So I need to get one, I think. I suppose Aria everyone likes. I like Aria, it's nice. But yeah, definitely Vegas. I always miss Vegas. But I will take anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, right? If somebody set up a poker table outside, I'd play like happily.
Definitely.
Yeah, I actually played a couple of tournaments like in the last couple of months, and they in Vegas. And
how was it?
Yeah, it was good. Everyone was excited to be playing and having a good time and chatting a lot, and even with all the plexiglass stuff. And
okay,
yeah, it was pretty fun. And I kind of was at the stage where I was kind of been hating live poker as well. So I wasn't looking forward to it that much, but I felt like I had to because it was such a good tournaments basically.
Right.
So I went down and played with not that much expectation, but actually really enjoyed it and had a lot of fun. Yeah.
By the way, if anybody has any questions for Chris Morman or us, but I'm assuming it's more for Chris Morman. If you have any questions for Chris, let us know in the chat and we will relay them to him.
I have a question for Chris.
Go ahead, Nick.
As an Arsenal fan, how sad are you that the Super League is going to collapse?
Yeah, well, we were going to get smashed up anyway every week, so probably I'm pretty happy.
It was like it was your ticket to back into the big time, no?
Oh dear, no, that was a oh god, what was going on there?
I've never seen anything more high profile be more badly organised. What an embarrassment!
Yeah, they just didn't tell any of the players and stuff so that they could get it through because they knew.
They didn't tell anyone. They didn't tell anyone, and they just did a press release and then ran away.
I expected it. Everyone was going to be fine with it. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Peter Martin has found himself under 20,000 chips right now, so we're talking about 5 big blinds for Mr. Martin.
Come on, Peter, find the aces. It's time to find the aces.
See if he can rally and get a double. Blind still 2,000, 4,000. Our chip leader, Perfect Shade, raising up to 8,000. Min raise, of course. Big news, by the way, and Matt in the chat wanted to know. Big news about the World Series of Poker, announcing the dates. Schedule has not been released yet, but the date, September 30th through mid-November. What do you think about that, Chris?
The World Series of Poker Europe, what's that?
No, World Series of Poker.
Oh, yeah.
Vegas. I mean, the actual... I think most people.
It's a week longer, isn't it? I think it's a week longer. Than
it's
normal.
usually about 6 weeks, so maybe it's a week longer. But aces versus queen 6, and this is not going to end well for Dom.
He returns the favor.
Yeah.
In the blinds again, obviously.
Yeah, slightly better hand. Yeah. But I mean, he was going to be shoving any 2 cards in that spot for sure.
Yeah, that was a different spot in the sense. I mean, with Peter Martin having 5 big blinds, Croat's going to be folding a ton, right?
Yeah, he's not going to be calling anywhere near GPV.
So pretty unlucky for Dom. There's a shove by Croat. He gets it through. He's up to 117,000. Dom's still on 37.5. Peter Martin's still our short stack. So yeah, so the World Series the regular World Series, they delayed it. Obviously, want to make sure that as many people are vaccinated as possible and people are as safe as possible. And so they announced the date September 30th to mid-November. For my money, I will tell you that I am thrilled at the prospect of spending 5-6 weeks in Vegas when it's not 115 degrees.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. Also being there when there's, NFL season and hockey season is quite exciting. I'm trying to figure out when I can play poker because between hockey and football.
Wait, Peter Martin's made his move.
This is
great.
He's
made his move.
He's in. Does he have any fold equity whatsoever or no?
Very small amount. I mean, the big blind's got a lot of chips, so the big blind can just, kind of call. Maybe folds the bottom 10% or so. I mean, the big blind has a lot of chips, so might want the bubble to continue as well. So it depends how they approach this spot. And obviously, they know he's going to have a good hand. I mean, he doesn't just have a premium hand because he's going to be all in a couple hands anyway. So, he could still have like ace, king queen or something like that. So it's not like he's just got aces here or something.
Casual win is going to raise here, and it's ace queen versus king queen. Unfortunate. There's the ace, and that is going to do it.
Oh man,
we are in the money. Money.
Sad for Peter. Sad for
Chris. It hurts. It was in for a satellite as well, Such a
really
big min cash.
A really big min cash.
Peter's lived a blessed life as of late, though. I mean, between Poker After Dark, knocking you out, this. I mean, unfortunately, obviously, this ended bad, but he did.
Yeah, he bubbled Poker After Dark though as well, so he's always the bubble boy.
Nobody wants that as their
no one wants that as their nickname,
No. Brutal.
Sophia all in, that she gets it through up to 70,000. So 7 players remain, all of them cashed, 3 of them 888 ambassadors.
Yeah, there should be a lot of action coming soon now with 3 really short stacks.
Hey, so where are you in Mexico again?
Puerto Vallarta. It's like on the west coast, I think. Yeah.
I'm only impressed that you're able to pronounce it now.
Yeah, I just say it faster so you don't know that I'm getting it wrong. Like maybe somebody who's from here is like, oh, that's terrible, but you don't know. So.
Queen 10 versus Ace Queen. There's a 10.
Oh, classic, Dom.
2
pair on the river, and Dominic Nietzsche up to 81,000. That's how he does it, guys.
It'd be really funny if that was true.
Right, if he just got lucky forever.
He just was just literally the luckiest person in the history of poker.
I think they said that about Jason Mercier for many years. They were like, this guy hasn't lost a flip since 2004.
They say about everyone who wins, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, it's true.
And, didn't they used to say about like Fedor and stuff? Everybody who wins, it's just, they just run so well.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? A lot of times when these people come to prominence, it is that combination of talent and ability, and they are also running well.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to win loads of stuff if you're running terrible. It doesn't matter how good you are. You know?
Right, exactly.
If you can't win when it gets all in, you're not going to win many tournaments.
Yeah.
Just looking through these submissions for the contests. Once again, obviously, just let us know where you want to play live poker, when you can.
And why.
Make sure you include your 888 username, your current 888 username, in the Twitch chat.
We should also remind you about the free roll, which starts in about 50 minutes, I think. And the password is high roller, all capital letters, because we are covering, this is the final table of the high roller. High roller. And it's in the restricted tournaments tab. And you can win yourself a main event ticket there as well if you come first, or there's some cash if you come top 3, and it's free and it's fun. Probably.
We've got another winner here, Nick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I believe this is even approved by you, if I'm looking in the chat correctly. Michael Bevilacqua says, "Hey guys, I would really like to play poker in a Space Jam movie. In an arena with some cartoon characters such as Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam. I mean, obviously real people wearing those masks, but like that."
This is not approved by me.
Well, he's going to win anyway.
That's fine. I just, you're just putting my seal of approval on some cartoon thing. It's funny.
Was there one that you mentioned?
I think there was. There are so many. How many have we given away?
5. We still have 4 more. Plenty of time. Plenty of tickets to give away still.
Okay. Should we wait and see?
No, we get one more. I'm going to give one more because, you know what? I think it certainly spoke to me. We got it all in here from I Have No Boss. 3-bet. Back over to casual win. Chris, by the way, if you see any that strike your fancy, let us know. We'll consider them.
Well, this is going to shock you. This is going to shock you, David. But I'm going to go for a nice one.
Yeah.
Like a heartstrings one, because obviously part of the reason for the question is that we haven't been able to play live and we haven't been able to do 888 live events due to COVID, as we know. And I'm trying to find. I can remember it, but I'm trying to find the username. Bear with. Vanampoa. Vanhampoa. This is just a man sounding out a name now. This is not great TV.
This is fantastic. I'm really enjoying it.
Van Houmpoo. Honestly, try and say it. It's impossible. I play 5-card draw with my grandpa. I can't visit him now. It would make him so happy. Not a location, but an emotional location. So we need to do one of those. So he wins as well. Congrats, Van Houmpo. And I apologize, I can't say your name.
Just give me a moment. That's beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I would love
imagine
to
if someone.
I would love to play with my grandparents.
Imagine if someone entered this contest and say they wanted to visit you and play poker with you because they haven't seen you for a long time.
It's a beautiful sentiment. Honestly, I would love to play with my grandpa. either one of them, but they're both dead, so I can't.
Exactly.
Right. So, I mean, I think that is a great sentiment. Well said. And you, my friend, are winner number 6.
That's it, though. That's the heartstrings one. Don't now be all. Don't. This is not, X Factor. Don't all be now sending in my crippled dog wants to play poker with me, but he can't because he's in the kennel, and that's where I'd like to go and play.
Yeah, one and done.
Yeah, one and done, 100%.
Yeah, Nick
that's the heartstrings bit.
Let's be honest. Nick doesn't give a crap about your crippled dog.
Don't.
He's a heartless man.
That animal no longer has a function.
Nick Wealthall, Chris Morman, I'm David Tuchman here for 888 Poker, WPT DeepStacks. Players are going to go on a break in about 10 minutes. When they do, we'll come back with more action here. We will be here until the conclusion of this tournament. We still have 3 more tickets to give away.
Yeah, and I've just seen a couple of entries. So the contest is not who do you want to play poker with. The point about that entry, because people are now saying, I want to play with Daniel Negreanu. It's where do you want to play and why, that you obviously haven't been able to play. So we haven't been able to play live poker very much. So where do you want to play and why? Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. That's strong.
What is your favorite poker room, Chris? What's your favorite live poker room?
I really like the Wynn in Las Vegas, yeah. And
nice.
Like internationally, I'd like Crown Casino in Melbourne.
We were talking about that before you came on. Is it good?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I mean, I have good memories there because it's like the first time I ever final table at a live event, and I'd only been playing them for about 5 or 6 years. So it was. But like they treat you well there. It's like everyone's sort of having a good time. It's just a great venue, really.
Nice.
Quote raising it up here, and it would mean that you're in Australia, which is really cool.
Yeah, you can't really be tilted when you're in Australia in the middle of summer where everyone else is in winter,
Right. Yeah, there's a handful of places that I would love to play poker in. I mean, frankly, Barcelona, because it just means that I'm in Barcelona, and I'm very happy there.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good place.
Yeah.
There's always so many people though there. It's so crowded, that casino, it's like crazy.
Got an all in here, 3-bet, and Dom quickly folds. We've gone a little bit dark here, Nick, but I like it, and I'm going to read it to you. It's not a contest entry, but I like it anyway. Grigoris says, I would like to go back to high school, and somehow they went back in time. Not just like where, but back in time. I would like to go back to high school and play with my hot English teacher and make her cry. Like she did to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that would appeal to you.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah, that's for his entry.
Why did that appeal to me?
I don't. It just made me chuckle inside. I could just picture this guy like he's like 44 years old and he's still thinking about it. The moment that happened.
888 Ambassador Violence.
Yep, Ace-8. Oh, a lot of outs here.
More.
And none of them. Wow. How did she miss that many outs?
She had all the outs.
She was against Dom, the luckiest player on the site.
Seriously. Oh, so Viv Saliba, Dawn in 7th place. She takes home $5,000. That was just an unfortunate. I mean, late position. She's short. She has Ace-8. Walks into Ace-King. I'd assume that's just a standard spot, Chris.
Yeah. Nothing can do there.
GG Viv Saliba. The remaining 6 players all guaranteed $6,000.
Yeah, shame. Would have been nice to see Vivi make a run at it, but what can you do? She ran into Dominic Nietzsche.
A little action here. 9 high flop, 2 clubs out there, 3 ways. That's a wet board. USOB 45 said something that I get. He says, I'm going to sound so boring, but I just want to play down at the pub with all my great friends again. I hear you.
Hey, important update from Alabaster in the chat, who won a ticket last time and says, I'd like to play the WPT DeepStacks final tables because I parlayed the ticket I won last time into a $215 ticket and then a 1K ticket and proceeded to make day 2.
Boom, Alabaster. That's what I want to hear. I love that.
Rocking the main event. Yeah.
Sophia is all in for her last 6, almost 7 big blinds. She gets it through. That's a big win for her. Adds 14,000 to her 40,000 chip stack without even seeing a flop. See, that's what I want to hear. We give somebody a $33 ticket, and they just turned it into day 2 of a $1,000 main event.
Yeah, sick.
How long are you in Mexico for, buddy?
Till next Wednesday. So I guess like just over another week.
Fair enough.
Been here maybe 10 days or so.
Is your better half playing golf as well?
No, she's not here. I'm here on my own actually. She's gone to Florida for the WPT there. So she's flying there today.
Yeah, of course.
So she wanted to play live poker. I chose online, stick to my roots. So I chose to play online instead of live.
Hey, listen, it's
the other way.
Bachelor Week for the Mormonister in Mexico.
Yeah.
I love it.
Open house. Let's go.
Perfect Shade continues to be the chip leader. He started this final table as the chip leader. Has not relinquished that. Sophia not going to get involved. Pay jumps aren't huge just yet. The remaining 6 players all guaranteed 6,000. You get a jump up to 8,000 if you last one more spot, then 11. Then the pay jumps get a little bit larger. First place is 32,000.
Neytiri94 in the chat says Grosvenor Victoria Poker Room is the place I've played. So I'm a huge fan of Vicky Corrin, and there'd be a chance to run into her. Which is true. There would be.
Yeah, she's a legend of the game.
Legend of the game. I don't think she plays it, but that's the first time I ever met Vicky, was playing poker before she became Vicky Corrin, if you know what I mean. Years and years and years ago. So yeah, she was. That was the thing about Vicky. She was always a proper player, not somebody that just got into it because of the celebrity sponsorship thing.
Well, she was a player well before that even was a possibility, right?
Yeah. She'd be like a player for like 20 years or something, for sure.
I have no bosses all in. Kind of like that. My favorite 2 screen names over the last couple of days. On Sunday, of course, we had a live stream, and there was somebody that's name was Not Today, which I really enjoyed. And I kind of like I Have No Boss. Another cool one here. Vicky Corn and I both appeared on the same Chip Race podcast. Nobody cares about my side of it, but hey, Ace Queen versus King Queen. River is a 5, and our chip leader gets more chips, and we are down 2-5. Croat gone in 6th place. Croat will take home $6,000. The remaining 5 players, 288 ambassadors, all guaranteed $8K.
And Perfect Shade has like half the chips in play now, so we'll really get to put on a lot of pressure on the other players.
Pay jumps are getting a little bit larger now. Jump between 5th and 4th is 3,000. 5th and 3rd, you nearly double your money. I have very good memories of the Vic, actually. When I was in London, I played there a little bit when I lived there, but not a ton. But when I came back, after I'd moved back to LA, I would come back to London to cover the NFL for Sky Sports. And I had a lot of time off because, the NFL was basically Sunday and Thursday and maybe Monday. So I was there for like 2 weeks, and I had all these other days to do things. So I was like, I'll play poker. And I just ran like the sun for like 10 days straight, and I could not lose. I ended up making enough money to basically win my wife's engagement ring while I was in London.
Nice.
It was just like this. I've never run that hot ever. I mean, it was like set after set. Quads versus somebody else's like full house.
I was going to say, what were you playing? No Limit Cash?
Yeah, No Limit Cash. Like it was, it wasn't a big game either. It was like a 2-5 game, but it was 2.5 and you could buy in for like 2,000 pounds. So it was like a deep stack 2.5 game, and every day was deep. And every time I walked in there, it was just like I would walk in with, I'd walk in with 3,000 sterling and I would leave with 6.
As you do.
Dom battling the chip leader here. Queen high flop. Check, check. Yeah, for us mere mortals, Chris, we have to count on running like the sun. That's just like, that's just an every third month thing for you, I assume.
It's every day for me.
All right, there you go. Why doesn't anyone pronounce my poker name correctly? We could pronounce your poker name correctly, but I don't want to say those things. This is a family-friendly show. The F song.
I think we're on break. I don't know if you.
We are on break.
You want to?
You want me to do it, or you want to do it?
We're on break, guys. We'll see you in 5 minutes for more of the final table of the high roller. Catch you later.
Welcome to 888 Poker TV, made to bring you 24/7 poker action, huge online events, live commentary, poker pro guests, live event replays, interviews, strategy, and more. Free rolls and giveaways. Join the 888 Poker TV community, made to play.
For the first time, players from across all of 888 Poker's networks will be able to compete at the same time online for WPT DeepStack titles and trophies from April 18th to 26th.
This is so exciting. This is two huge brands in the poker world coming together for this one big unique event.
We get a fantastic online festival that captures the excitement of live poker.
That feeling when you're deep in a live poker tournament with a huge stack, that's what this event is all about.
The new 888 Poker software is perfect for this.
There will be lots of events with different buy-ins and for a variety of poker styles. We'll have 8-max, 6-max, marathon, and progressive knockouts with both the regular buy-in and mini versions too.
Online DeepStacks events are so much fun because you have deep structures and big playing fields.
There are lots of day ones for the $1 million guaranteed main event.
It means you can pick the day one flight that suits your schedule.
This event will be live streamed with commentary from David Tuchman, Nick Wealthall, and tons of poker pros.
Having a physical trophy is a great reminder of a win.
I was lucky enough to win a WPT trophy, but I'd love to put a WPT DeepStacks trophy right alongside it.
Players want a WPT DeepStacks trophy because it's a very prestigious brand.
As well as providing routes to satellite into the events, 888 Poker is offering players the chance to free roll their way into the WPTDS tournament.
All the satellites to this event is great because any player, no matter what the bankroll, have a chance of winning the tournament.
There's no better feeling than satelliting into a big event. This is one of the most exciting events that 888 Poker has ever had, and I can't wait to play.
I'm so ready to play this big festival.
So, mark your schedules and get ready to go deep, because the WPT DeepStack Festival and 888 Poker together, well, that's made to play.
about playing for an extra $5 every day? 888 Poker Live Blast Leaderboards. Blast Jackpot Poker is the exciting sit and go where you can win up to 10,000 times your buy-in. But it doesn't stop there. Join a live Blast leaderboard. Only your first 10 or 30 Blast games of the day count, so everyone has an equal chance to win. Get points after each game. The Blast multiplier and your game position will determine your rank on the live leaderboard. Beat out the competition. Join a new leaderboard every day for live fun and exciting prizes. 888 Poker. Made for you, made to play. Play for your share each day.
Hello and welcome back to the 888 Poker WPT DeepStacks High Roller event. Pick up the action with Sophia Lundgren, moving all in and winning it. We're still five-handed here, remaining five players, all guaranteed $8,000. I am David Tuchman, joined by one of the arguably the greatest online poker player to ever play the game in Chris Morman, 888 ambassador, of course, and our own Nick Wealthall, my normal partner in crime when it comes to commentary. We will be here until we crown a champion. We have already we've commentated on a live stream before when Dominic Nietzsche won. Will he do it again?
Well, he knows what to do with this kind of stack size and in this kind of situation. So he just needs a couple of hands. No reason why not.
Perfect Shade, of course. We'll have something to say about that. Perfect Shade with more than half the chips in play. 521,000 has opened here. Sophia, 3 bets all in. Perfect Shade, obviously, not with much of a hand as they let it go. Sophia now up to 80,000. Chris Morman, of course, here played in this event. He is currently in Mexico. Played in this event. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. Sophia once again all in. And once again, it's up to the chip leader, Perfect Shade.
What's the situation in Mexico, Chris? Are there restrictions or is it?
There's, like they check your temperature when you go into a place, you wear your mask before you set the table and stuff, but it's like pretty minimal.
Right.
I do have to, before I fly back to America, I have to go and get a COVID test next week at some point.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's not too crazy.
Okay, that's good.
I love these submissions here. We have many ways to win stuff here. We are giving away 9 888 poker tournament tickets, 8 of which will be $33, 1 of which will be a $1,050 main event seat. Once we award the 9 winners, we'll let you know right at the end of the show who wins the $1,000 main event seat. We have awarded 6 of those tickets already. We still have 3 more. We also have a free roll in just 26 minutes. The free roll starts. You can register right now. Use the password HighRoller. And we're giving away $250 in cash and another $1,050 main event seat.
Pretty cool.
Dom gets that through. He's up to 99,000. Now, to enter our contest, very simple. Nick came up with this question. It's a good one, Nick. And all we want to do is we want to know where you want to play live poker when you finally can. When all the COVID restrictions are gone and you can go play live poker, what are you looking forward to the most and why?
Your Barcelona shout was a good one. If and as Chris said, it's crowded there. But if you could play Barcelona when it was a bit less crowded in the casino, that is a great town. That's the one town I've been to actually outside of the UK, which apart from Malta, which I've seriously thought about moving to because I don't know, it's a great place.
I mean, it's a good poker room. There's, obviously it's a lively poker room in the sense that you're going to get plenty of action. You can certainly there's enough players in there you can certainly make some money, and then if you're friends with people like Dominic Nietzsche, you can go to places like Tickets for dinner.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff to do there, and the poker goes all through the night there as well. People just love playing super late. Just give a ton of action. Cash games are really good.
Superman says he wants to play at the Playground Poker Room in Montreal.
It's a good place. I've been there. Yeah. It's a very good place. The only annoying thing is it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it's hard to get to sometimes when there's no taxis and stuff. So you get knocked out, you're stuck there. So you just end up getting drunk at the playground.
I was going to say, I mean, Montreal is such an amazing city, but the casino is not really in the heart of it.
Right, yeah. It's a little trek, but other than that, it's a really great place to play. They treat the players really well there.
Got an all in here from Casual Win. Back over to Dom. He quickly folds. Dom is our short stack. Kevin R42 says, for me, I'd like to play in the Bahamas. Looks amazing on TV, and I'd like to bring the whole family. Something I look forward to when my 3 young kids grow up is to play live at a World Series of Poker mini main with them.
Nice.
You've played down in the Bahamas, right, Chris?
Yeah, many times. Yeah. I actually had a horse get second in the main event there for like 2 million. So that was pretty sick. 1.6 million or something. Yeah. That was one of my good backing stories.
They're very, very few and far between, right?
Yeah, there's lots of good ones. There's lots of bad ones. So.
Are you up overall backing?
No, otherwise I'd still be doing it.
That's pretty insane. So one of your horses won the 1.6 million, and you're still down overall.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people have got stories like that in backing there.
That's pretty crazy. Ten high flop here. 3-way action between 2 chip leaders and the short stack. I'm always so impressed by Dom and you too, Chris. When I watch you guys, you play Dom, obviously, he's playing $100,000 buy-in tournaments. And here, you see him taking this just as seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a high roller, but for him, it's a satellite.
Every tournament you enter, you got to play for kind of the same, not the same, but give 100%,
Asifo says, I was actually on Chris's table in the Bahamas. Very cool. So, Nick, are you going to play the free roll again today?
Well, it's one of the rare times where I've got a chance of outlasting the coverage because, we're already at the final table. So don't know if that should make me more or less likely to play.
I mean, you could win a main event seat.
I mean, that's of interest. It's $1,000.
Right. But
probably about 50-50 shot to win, I think. So
right, but what is your motivation what's the motivation? I mean, if the stream ends and you're still in the free roll so you can go to bed, will you just, will you leave the free roll and just go to bed? Got an all in here. Ace, queen, king, 5. Sophia all in at risk, and she survives. Ace high.
It's a big double.
He cleverly made it so he couldn't hear his king. Clever.
And just like that, Sophia.
It's a skill.
It is.
Sophia now second in chips.
Oh, yeah. Chances.
Poker Zone has essentially he's written some sort of beautiful story for us. I love it. I would love to play poker. I would love to play poker at the Holland Casino in Amsterdam, which I visited years ago with a wonderful Dutch girl. The canals at night under the golden street lamps were almost as beautiful as she, and the art museums were amazing. I could play poker at night and enjoy Amsterdam's awesome ambience by day.
Another great casino. That's actually the first I satellite into live tournament. I don't know, maybe back in 2007 or something like that. And I satellite into the Masters Classic and played that, and did awful, but it was amazing.
Amsterdam is one of my favorite cities.
I've never been to that casino. I've never been to that casino, which is mad because it's about an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
All in a call here. Ace Jack versus Ace 7. And unfortunately for Dom, the dream is over.
I mean, he's had that dream for an hour and a half as well.
Yep, casual win up to $175,000. Dom out in 5th place. He takes home $8,000. We're down to our final 4. The remaining 4 players all guaranteed $11,000. And you know what, Poker Zone? That sounds like one of my mom's trashy romance novels. The way he wrote that, or she wrote that. So Poker Zone, you won. Ticket number 7 for bringing up this wonderful casino in Amsterdam. Username is Poker Zone. You have won winner number 7.
He also brought up tall, fit Dutch girls. So, I mean, that's clever, isn't it? Clever, evocative imagery. Very good.
I think they're the tallest country in the world, aren't they, Holland?
They're up there, aren't they? Up there.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we came up the other day in conversation. We were looking it up.
Oh, you can have a lot of fun with that. We did. Me and my wife did over-unders on that a while back because I didn't realize that all the countries are so different.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's really, really fascinating. Some interesting tall ones you wouldn't expect.
Like,
don't know what they feed them in Eastern Europe, like your Estonias and places like that. They're like,
Serbia's huge. Yeah, Serbia's huge.
Big set of lads.
Is it significant difference? I mean, we're talking inches or like,
you're talking like 5'3" up to about 6'1" in terms of averages across the planet. Yeah.
So I'm out of curiosity, what is the tallest 3 countries?
Well,
what's their average height?
I think we said them.
Holland, Serbia, and somewhere else.
And what's the average height there?
Maybe like 5'11" and a half or something.
Wow, that is enormous. I mean, for an average height.
Yeah, the average height, I was surprised how small it is, actually. But I guess.
I mean, I think an average height of a human man, like a male, I think it's like 5'8" and a half, 5'9", right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Right. What was the tiniest country, Nick?
So Chris is absolutely right for 20 points, according to worlddata.info. The Dutch has the highest average height. Their men are 1.84 meters tall on average.
What is that for people that are not metrically
that's
inclined?
6 foot and half an inch.
Wow. So the
on
average Dutch man is over 6 feet tall.
They're colossi. Yeah.
Quite tall. Wow.
Your top 3 is Netherlands, Montenegro, Estonia.
I will tell you, Montenegro was absolutely amazing. Love Montenegro. Highly recommend anybody goes there. What are the shortest countries?
Great question. The shortest country I've never even heard of. The shortest country that I've heard of is Yemen, and I only know that because of friends.
What's the height?
163. So
yeah,
men.
Good like 21 centimeters difference. So.
Yeah, so 5'3.5".
No, 5'3.5"? No.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wait,
Go
so
to
there's,
Yemen.
there's an 8-inch and 9-inch difference between Yemen and the Netherlands?
That's correct. A 9-inch difference in average. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Welcome.
That can't be right. The average.
Welcome to Fact Hour here on.
Wait. I'm just baffled by
You
this.
tuned in looking for poker coverage, but you got facts.
Yeah, I apologize.
You
I
got
apologize to
so
all of our
much
viewers.
more.
Yeah, I apologize to our viewers. You know, obviously, Nick and I always go off the rails on these things, but I'm shocked. You're telling me the average man in Yemen is 5'3".
I'm telling you, no, you're right to be shocked. I'm not making this up. Me and my wife had this about a year ago. The subject came up. We started looking online, and we ended up doing which is taller, which is shorter, guessing games because there's so much difference. It's wild.
That's really insane. I'm not surprised by the Netherlands. I mean, it's a little bit taller than I would have imagined. I would have guessed like 5'11", but I am absolutely shocked that the average man is 5'3" in Yemen. Because I mean, that means you've got to like if you're 5'6", you're just like, hey, tall.
Yeah. Well, you're representing the country in high jump and stuff like that, aren't you?
Right. I mean, I assume Yemen doesn't have much of a basketball team then, or a volleyball team, huh?
I think that's a fair assumption.
So we're four-handed here. Turn our attention back to the poker. Blinds are 3,500, 7,000. We've seen Sophia, by the way, also make some deep runs. She, I want to say, maybe our last stream or the one right before that, where she made a deep run and finished in third or so.
Yeah, I think that was the last stream we did. It just feels like a long time ago, but yeah, I think that was the last one we did. The last series that we covered. I mean.
I feel like I'm smarter now than I was before the stream. That I know this I have this knowledge.
There you go.
I know a lot of kids sometimes they either they might be upset that they're too tall or too short. And now you realize if you're not the height you want to be, and you kind of go through your ancestors to figure out, okay, who can I blame? You can blame your Dutch ancestors or your I don't know, is it Yemenis? I don't know, how do you say it? Your Yemeni ancestors.
Definitely Yemenis.
Chelsea says, "Is this an educational stream?" Duh.
Well, it's delivering.
All in.
Oh, ace queen versus king 6. There's a king, and there's an ace.
Oh, the opposite ace.
The river.
Painful.
And the chip leader Barry Greenstein them.
Yeah, we had, as Chris mentioned, and he had two, and he found one of them. Name on the trophy ?
We are down to 3 players. All the 3 players, including Sophia, guaranteed 15,500. Perfect shade with more than half the chips.
And Sophia was in profit before the tournament even started, winning multiple satellite seats, I think.
On point here, Bad Beat Guy says, I would like to play in Yemen so I can actually feel tall. I'm 5'10". We have 2 more to give away, Nick. I might need your help.
We've got 2 more to give away? Okay.
Yes.
Well, we're getting plenty of entries. I think we'll be good. We'll be golden.
And then, of course, we've got to pick the big winner.
Yeah, that might be harder. Chris is on hand to do that, I think.
Yep, that's Chris's job.
All right.
Sophia defends here against the chip leader.
Yeah, pay jump between third and second is 7,000. 15.5 for third, 22.5 for second, and then a cool 32,000 for first place. Blinds are 4,000, 8,000. I kind of like the way poker players deal with stress. we had Martin Jakobsen on our stream a few months ago, and he had a punching dummy behind him that he clearly would use and practice boxing and get his aggression out. And you just go to the driving range and pound a few balls into the ground.
Although that kind of can work both ways. You're more frustrated afterwards if you play bad.
No. Chelsea would like to play in Macau.
I've actually never been there. It's kind of crazy.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've never been there, and I don't really have a huge inkling to go.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big fan of. From what I've heard, smoking is totally fine and kind of expected. And the thought of playing poker in a room with smoke just hovering over my nose is not something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it's like old school. Like
I genuinely think
they used to have it a lot in Europe, like places like Prague, but now they're all sort of smoke free.
Yeah, I genuinely think if I was, if I had grown up in the 70s, I don't think I would have played poker because I don't think the smoke would have just killed me. Or maybe I would have gotten around it. I don't know. Nick, you're old. What was it like playing poker with a bunch of smoke around you? Nick, I asked you a question.
What?
Nick Wealthall, David Tuchman, Chris Morman here for 888 Poker. We're back at it, guys, on Thursday. That's right, April 22nd. Once again, 9 p.m. GMT time. Once again, we'll have a free roll. We'll have tons of giveaways. Make sure you join us on Thursday for another live stream.
What's the event on Thursday? I'm gonna win that one. I'm calling it now. I don't even know what the event is, but I'm winning it. Get my revenge.
I'm cheering for you. That would be great.
I'll tell you what it is. Watch this. It's the marathon.
Oh, maybe I'm not winning it then.
Yeah, sounds like it's a lot of effort just right there in that title.
Yeah.
The marathon, and so please do play, please do enter. You might make our stream, and you're guaranteed not to run into Chris Morman.
No, I'll be in there.
The field just got softer.
Yeah, that's a win.
I mean,
right
I played the live World Series of Poker one a few years ago and went deep in that. God, it took so long. Definitely a painful bust when you get knocked out. There's only one person. There's only a few people are happy in that tournament.
In fairness, it kind of come as a surprise that it took that long.
No, it still did. Even though it's called the marathon, I was like, oh my God, this thing's never ending. Average stacks just, like 2-hour blinds it was or something. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Now, that is event number 9. That'll be Thursday. Once again, we'll start our coverage at 9 p.m. GMT time and scheduled to go 4 hours. Monday's coverage will be day 2 of the main event, and we will stream until we have a winner. DeVille7 says, I would like to play at the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas on the high stakes poker TV show. Sounds totally unreal, but it would be a legacy for me. Sterling Archer says, I would like to play poker anywhere, any day, anytime. Archer, I think you speak for many of us. I actually played my first live game, Nick, about a month ago when I was in Florida. And it was so much fun to sit down and play with poker chips.
Right.
And get cards. Poker Zone, who has already won today, has a question for Chris. What stack size in big blinds do you consider short stack versus, say, a medium stack in this longer format?
Maybe like under 15, I guess, because maybe like 12, 13, because then you're kind of largely reduced to sort of shove in, and you're kind of tournament life's in the hands of the poker gods a bit more. Whereas like even when you're shortish with 18 big blinds, you can you can maneuver a little bit. So yeah, when you start only having one move, I guess that's when I would say you're like short stacked.
The follow-up question is, what is the largest stack size you would shove all in pre-flop with?
What, just open shove? I mean, it really depends. When, like on the bubble, you can, if you're a big stack and there's a bunch of 20 or even 30 big blind stacks behind you, you can just shove in certain situations. So it kind of depends on the bubble and ICM and stuff like that. But normally, you probably wouldn't want to be shoving, 20 would be the max you'd ever shove, really.
The S-Song wants to know, what time is it in all of your countries right now? Well, I can tell you it is 3:25 p.m. here in Los Angeles, in the West Coast. What time is it in Mexico?
Right now, 5:25 in the afternoon.
And Nick?
It's 11:25 in the evening.
So you got a good mix.
There you go.
Three-handed here at the high roller event. All these players guaranteed $15,500. Hey, you've had the opportunity to play against Sophia a bit right now, Chris?
Yeah, we went deep in a tournament in Barcelona. We went deep and swapped in when we were at this. Yeah, we were at the same table for a bit. So yeah.
What makes her so tough?
She's very aggressive. She's fearless, and especially in live poker, you can get away with that a lot more as a woman, I think. Well, that's what my wife tells me anyway. If I try and be aggressive in a live tournament, they don't care and they just cool me down, or they try and bluff me and show me. But against her, like, people will just make crazy folds, like, and face up, and yeah, ridiculous stuff.
It's funny, Chris, you speak the truth, because I remember, obviously, you were in that Bros versus Pros promotion we had at 888 Poker in London when we played at Asper's Casino. And Chris is just playing it completely straightforward, not getting out of line, makes one move in like 5 hours and gets called down. He's like, seriously? I made one move and I can't get away with it. Yeah, Sophia has made some deep runs at the World Series of Poker main event. Obviously, she's a very good poker player. Actually plays a lot of cash games.
I feel like her avatar could look a bit more like her.
You don't think that looks like her?
No. I don't think it looks like her at all. Just, can you get onto that, please, David?
Yeah, I'm actually the artist who is in charge of all of the avatar drawings on 888 Poker, so I'll work on that. I apologize. You know what the problem is? That Sophia used to look like that, but she has been hitting the gym so hard over the last year.
What?
That I have to constantly update it. Yeah,
it's changed her hair color. That's how hard she works out.
She's more muscular now, and her hair color has changed as a result.
It's a little hard to get muscularity into her neck and face shot, but yeah.
I will show some more veins next time in the next avatar.
I think the Dominic Nietzsche one's pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you did better work there.
Almodera 40 says, I'm an artist as well. I do painting, sculpture, mosaics. Nice job on the avatars, man. I mean, really great job. You're welcome. I am a man of many talents. I've been told before. I don't really do the avatars, guys.
I think the best bit of that was you explaining it at the end.
Right.
There's like a human out there watching the stream going, oh, that's good, isn't it? He draws the thing.
He does everything.
Talking.
Tuchman, he makes the tea, he does everything.
He's an amazing lad, isn't he? No, I've got to come clean on this one.
Yeah, this is okay. If you want to know what my drawings look like, here's an example of something I can draw.
I still think the use of color is a little too mature for you, but yes.
Probably. This is actually my 7-year-old.
Why is he drawing devils? That seems...
I don't know. Should I have him see somebody?
It's not a great sign, is it? Three bet from Perfect Shade over Sophia's button open. And bringing us back to poker.
Spear's gonna go all in. I'm gonna. Oh.
Yeah, good call. It's a good read there.
Yeah, sack me.
By the way, we actually thought of a good. So our last show on Sunday, our question was, "What kind of content do you want to see on our brand new? This is awesome. Our brand new Twitch channel. That's right, 24/7 Twitch channel. It is twitch.tv/888pokertv. Tons of content, strategies, some 888 ride, a whole bunch of cool stuff. Chris has actually been on one of my 888 ride shows. Him and Feraldo were in one of them. It was a really fun one. But there's going to be so much stuff. And somebody came up with an idea, and Nick took the ball and ran with it. And I kind of like it. Thought of a show where we take an FBI agent, or let's say like a police person, like profiler, a poker player, and a psychic, and say who can read people better in kind of like a game show type setting.
He loves it. You can tell.
I know. He's just blown away by it. I think I lost him. I mean, by the way, the art of the pitch, try not to lose your audience 7 seconds in.
Sorry, I'm actually playing the poker tournament on the side, and I was making a big bluff. So I got distracted.
It's cool. Well, you know what? For all of you out there, let us know. I
Did
think
it get through?
It did, but I was sweating it because I wasn't sure if it was GTO approved or whatever they say.
Right. You were not telling a coherent story with your.
Yeah, I wasn't. But I couldn't win if I checked. One of those ones.
Oh, that's it.
It happens to us all.
Well, yeah. What does this do? Give up? Come on. Ridiculous.
So we have, I believe, 7 winners. We need 2 more.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. Another question for Chris. I think you kind of answered this, Chris, a little bit, but maybe you can do it. It's for a tournament here. It says Neptune 186 says, question for Chris. What is one of your favorite locations to play tournaments and just enjoy playing overall?
Yeah, probably, like, for me, living, spending quite a bit of time in Vegas, probably the Win. Like, I like it. They've been putting more and more tournaments on in recent years, bigger guarantees, and just, treat the players really well. And it's like actually good atmosphere when you play, and you're not, sometimes it can get a bit mundane, live poker, very slow. So I need distractions and good music playing, just different small stuff like that.
Was that one of your biggest challenges? I mean, coming from as an online poker player, just going to live, the ability to just kind of be like, okay, yeah, I'm bored, but I mean, going from playing, 8 tournaments at a time and having all that in front of you to just playing one hand and, seeing 23 hands in an hour, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I was always trying to play too many hands at the start. It took me years to admit that. People always used to tell me you need to calm down. I was like, I'm just playing my game. But yeah, I was trying to win the tournament on day one, and just probably had a bit of a lack of respect for my opponents looking back on it. But back then you're sort of in your 20s, you're fearless. You think you can win every hand, represent the nuts every time, and yeah, I mean, people obviously see that you're in every hand, and they're not gonna, believe you.
Right. Probably one of the best pieces of advice I ever got when I started playing poker tournaments was simple. You can't win the tournament on the first level. No matter how many chips you get, no matter how many hands you win, you cannot win this tournament in the first level. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Chris, you've been watching any of the Phil versus Daniel heads-up match?
I watched a little bit of the first. How many times they played?
Just one. Just
once. I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, I was traveling that day, so I didn't see it at the time. But I saw some of like the short stack fold in the last 2 hours that kind of didn't need to be 2 hours. Yeah.
Right. All in here from Sophia. There's a call. Ace King versus tens. We got a race. A huge pot. The river. It's an 8 of diamonds. And Sophia doubles up, and that is a huge turn of events because now it's anybody's tournament. Perfect shade on 305. Sophia on 332, and casual win on 261.
Yeah, like you said, David, huge pot in the context of the final table. It is a different game now. Casual win was not rooting for that outcome.
No, I don't think so. I would assume not. I mean, that would have been that's an extra $7,000 for him. Or
yeah, worth highlighting. There is I looked a minute ago. I can't remember. There is like $17,000 between first and third here, I think.
Yeah, 7,000 between second and third. Yes,
it's still a lot of money to play poker for. But no sign of a deal, and like maybe there will be one if this goes a little bit longer and gets. I mean, it's very even stacked now.
Yeah, and it's quite a big difference between first and second. So you want to put yourself in a good position for heads up play, have a chip lead going into it. It's always nice.
Cadrian1 says, I know it's easy to say now, but my money was on Sophia to come back and win it. Good luck, Sophia. Ship it. We might have an 8th winner. I'm going to throw this at you guys. Let me know what you think. Julian132C says, I would love to play poker on a sailboat, play in international waters, make some money, have a great time. That would be pretty cool. I mean, imagine I'm thinking like Bill Perkins-esque yacht type thing. But let's say you were able to get like a sailboat where you could have, even 25, 30 people on it, maybe a few more, and play poker on it. That would be a pretty sweet way to break in live poker again.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. The only thing I'd worry about is tilt because just trapped on a boat. Like
you get seasickness, you're screwed.
Yeah. Also, for the last 15 years, I've been incapable of, or whatever it is, 12 years, I've been incapable of being in that setting and not singing the Lonely Island song relentlessly.
I don't know the song.
Give us a rendition.
Can you sing it for us?
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Take a good look at me, David Tuchman. I'm on a motherfucking boat. That's the song.
Yeah, I could hear it. I could listen to that for days and days and days. Julian132C, simply because your idea, your submission inspired Nick to sing, you win. Ticket number 8. That's right. We still have one more to give away. One more to give away. And then, of course, Chris Morman will look at all of them, and using his very sturdy calculations, he will decide which of the 9 winners will take home a main event seat.
Significant pot here. We've got both players with pot size bet left, but there's more in the middle than Casual Win has in their stack. Sophia bet the turn here and now checks the river. Missed.
Wow. Jack, queen of diamonds. She was looking for a 10. A queen would have done it as well. Or, of course, a diamond. None of them came. She shut down on the river. Chris, did she miss a bluffing opportunity there? What do you think?
Well, if you knew that was your opponent's exact hand, sure. But she has terrible hand to bluff with, like having diamonds. You want your opponent to have diamonds, so they have some hands that they'll definitely fold. It's just kind of a bad hand to bluff with. You shove there, it's going to work sometimes, but you can shove there with better combinations. And
Talk us through that. Talk us through that just for a second for people to understand, for myself to understand. Obviously she's got queen high. She knows she can't win unless she bets.
Right.
But at the same time, you're saying don't bluff with that particular hand because...
I mean, you want your opponent to have like a hand like ace jack of diamonds that will fold to a bet. And when you have jack of diamonds in your hand, they can't have that hand. So you're better off bluffing with, jack queen of hearts, and then your opponent can have all the flush draws that miss and will have to fold.
Fair enough. I like it. because obviously you want your opponent to have diamonds. It's just the only thing is when she misses, she's going to have diamonds so much more, right?
I didn't see exactly how the hand played out, but if she's going to have, I assume on that board she's going to have all the Jack Queen. It was King 9X, so she's going to have all Jack Queen, Queen 10. So that's a lot of combinations anyway already. So, and she's not going to be value betting that thin there. So, like against the chip leader in a big pot, she's going to need at least sort of a good top pair plus. So she can't be over bluffing. If she's, she's got better hands to bluff with, and if she's bluffing Queen Jack of Diamonds as well, then she's going to be bluffing too much.
Fair enough.
And
Chris
then,
Morman.
and then Jack 9 can start calling,
Chris Morman with the analysis. If you want more strategy talk from Chris Morman, make sure you hit that follow button on our Twitch channel. Again, it's brand new 24/7 content here on the 888 Poker Twitch channel. Hit that follow button. You get Chris Morman, you get Sophia. Lots of really great strategy talk and hopefully some entertaining banter. If you see Nick or myself, we can just turn it off or leave it on. I mean, we could use let people think they like it. Okay, just me.
Our stuff is fresh, man. People love it.
I like it. We need one more winner. And, of course, we need 2 more eliminations. I want to thank you all for joining us here. Back at it on Thursday for more WPT DeepStacks action here on the 888 Poker channel. Blinds are going up in a minute.
Free roll has started, but you can still get in as well.
How do they get in, Nick?
You just go to the restricted tournaments tab. It's the WPT DeepStacks streaming free rolls. Completely free. You just need an 888 account. The password is High Roller, all one word, because we're watching the High Roller final table. And first place is a main event ticket. So why not play if you're watching? Have 2 tables open on your Twitch screen. But yeah, get involved. Your chance to win a main event ticket, which is $1,000 for goodness sake. It's a serious business.
And turn it into a hell of a lot more as well. I think first it's $1 million guarantee, right? So it's first going to be 250 or something.
That's pretty insane. I mean, if Alabaster turns a $33 ticket into $250,000, that is pretty phenomenal. I think if that happens, we'll have to get Alabaster on our show. Bad Beat for Guys says, honestly, it would be my dream to play at any poker room that I would have the slightest of chances of playing with any of you guys, especially Nick. He's got a great poker face. Hey, Tuck, do I get a beer if I knock out Nick in tonight's free roll? Of course you do. Anybody who knocks out Nick in a free roll will always get a beer from me at our next 888 live event. You just need to come, say, hey, Tuck, get me a beer, and I will buy you a beer.
And as we've already established, he has no way of auditing if you did or not.
Right.
So just say
just
you
keep
did.
turning up in different costumes. Yeah.
Different screen names. You're golden. Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, Nick is always getting knocked out of these things, so it's certainly believable.
And you're always desperate for a new friend. So
right.
Perfect.
These are true. I've tried to get dogs. Dogs don't even like me anymore. So yes, I will buy your friendship with alcohol. That's what I'm here for. Cool Runnings Poker says, I would really love to get a free beer from you this calendar year. Any casino. That would be a poker dream. Yeah. You and me both. I would, obviously, all of us, we love traveling with the 888 Poker crew, whether it's Barcelona, Bucharest, London, Madrid. It's really a lot of fun, these events. If you've never been to an 888 live event, they are a blast. And we are all looking forward to them returning, whether it be later in 2021 or early in 2022. Obviously, we don't know yet.
Tuck, I'm actually getting another dog actually in 3 weeks.
Another one?
Yeah, 3 weeks time, yeah.
What kind of dog?
Like a golden doodle, a little puppy golden doodle.
Oh.
They go to like 15, 20 pounds or so.
Oh, it's like a mini golden doodle.
Yeah.
I like that because it's kind of like half golden retriever, half doodle, but it's kind of like the golden retriever mentality, but doesn't shed, right?
How they? Yeah, they don't shed. Yeah,
That's the bonus.
yeah, which is nice. We had to go out. So we had to fly to Indiana to pick it out from the. We had second pick out of, I think there was 8 different puppies. But the one we originally liked based on the pictures, we put her on my lap and she just kept moaning the whole time, so we had to change. I don't know, she just didn't like me at all.
Or maybe she really liked you.
Don't go there. But yeah,
you couldn't find a dog in Vegas or like within driving? You had to go to
no,
Indiana?
like well, plus we kind of my wife's brother had used this breeder before, and so I had a really good experience with them. So technically his dog and our dog are going to be related. So I don't know. It was the best deal, I was told. Kay was looking for over a year and I did nothing. So I just do what I'm told.
Sophia loses another significant pot, unfortunately. Her opponent in the blind sits top pair on the turn, I think, and she's the short stack now. Sorry to report.
It happens. It happens. Speaking of traveling to get a dog, I've had a dream. So I've learned how to train my dogs from a book written by the New Skeet monks who are in upstate New York, and they raise and train and breed German Shepherds. And I've always, and their books are brilliant. They have videos on training, and I've learned a lot from them. And I've always wanted to get a German Shepherd from them. So I would go to upstate New York to get a German Shepherd from them. And I think at some point in my life, I have to do that. So I get it. But congratulations on the new addition to the Morman family. Have you picked out a name yet?
Well, you're gonna laugh at this. We decided to name it after where we first met, and which was the Rio Casino. So it's Rio, and it's kind of like our other puppy's called London, which was named before I was around, so I didn't have a part in that. Before anyone thinks that's kind of a bit weird being British and naming your puppy London. So it ties in with both our dogs being, I guess, city names as well. It's kind of, I don't know, very 2021. Yeah. But yeah. So it's named after the Rio Casino. Lots of good memories there. Unlike most people kind of talk shit about it, but I like the Rio. It's my favorite place to play. No. Not quite, but
yeah, you've won a bracelet there.
Yeah, good memories.
You met your wife there. I mean, some good memories there.
Yeah, I've railed lots of friends, win bracelets there. I've had quite a few beers there.
The Rio was so much fun back in the day as well. And
I met Hal, the bartender there. Yeah.
There you go. People stay too long, don't they? That's the thing. It's when people used to go for the series and used to stay.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I remember back in the day, I would, even years where I had a really good World Series. By the end, I was like, get me out of it, and then Vegas would have been the last place on earth I thought I would ever live, and then I ended up living there and loving it. So it's just World Series is a little long, I feel like sometimes, but gives you more chances to win. So,
but keep in mind, I mean, unless you're going for Player of the Year, you don't need to go for the entire thing.
It's true, but when you're not there, you get FOMO as well. So it's just like one of those things. When you're not there, you kind of hate not being there, and when you are there, you think the grass is greener somewhere else. You miss the English summer or something like that. You convince yourself that it's great at home or whatever.
It's Radu Moon says dogs are the best. Yes, I confirmed without a doubt. I have 2 myself, and Chris is getting one. Going to Indiana to pick up Rio to go along with London. I like that. I like the theme of just going with many different cities as as your pet names. And in this case, obviously, people will probably assume that it's Rio, Brazil, but you'll
little do they know it's actually the Rio in the Rio Casino.
Right. I like it. Hey, listen, I have many, many good memories at the Rio in Las Vegas, including pair of 9s are good here, including drinking a shot of alcohol out of a shoe because of your fellow countryman.
Who was it?
I don't remember exactly. I mean, I've covered so many tournaments at the World Series and the best rail is almost always either Brazilian or British. And some of these old school British rails were just so amazing. And they used to do shoe bombs. And I remember back in the day when I was doing, I was covering the World Series of Poker, and I was right there on the floor. They got me to do a shot out of a shoe, which it's kind of crazy when you think about COVID and people worried about germs today, that we would actually drink something out of somebody's shoe.
Yeah, not even on your own shoe a lot of the time. It's someone else's shoe.
Just disgusting. What was I thinking? Like, fortunately, I haven't gotten COVID, but I'm sure I got some other disease that day. Terrible. Still three-handed here. The three players all guaranteed $15,500. They're playing for $32,000 up top. The buy-in on this was $2,100. Started with 40 players, including, of course, Chris Morman. Dominic Nietzsche made the final table. Vivian Saliba also. Both cashed in this event. And as you can see, Sophia Lovegren on the bottom right of your screen, still in. Going for the win. I want to thank all of you for joining us. And I want to ask you, hit that follow button. We're pretty happy about our brand new 24/7, that's right, 24/7 poker content here on twitch.tv/888pokertv. Strategy, fun. Of course, Nick's new show where we travel to exotic locations.
Hands Around the World with me, Nick Wealthall, and my clipboard holder, Mr. David Tuchman, as we enjoy some of the most glamorous people and locations. Oh, all in and all in.
Ace Queen versus Deuces.
Oh, fake flip.
A lot of outs here. Too many outs. Yep, I can just feel it. It was just too many outs. And unfortunately for Sophia Lovegren, Ace Queen doesn't hit any of them, and she has gone in third place. GG, Sophia, as she takes home $15,500. And we are heads up, and it is nearly even between Casual Win and Perfect Shade.
All that money on the table.
It's like $50,000, I think. Accurately represented. We count it to the bundle. They're playing for, we haven't seen any kind of deal, so they're playing for over $10,000 between first and second. Chris, what's the biggest generic mistake you see players that get to the end of a tournament and play heads up make when they play the heads up?
Act like they've already won, they kind of give up. Not like give up, but they just are already so happy that they've had a good score that they, just kind of start playing too fast, or they flop a pair and they're like, okay, well, heads up, I just go with it now, I don't know, they lose their focus. Yeah, you're playing for like a lot of money heads up. That's where most of the money is in poker tournaments. So you need to take it seriously and just, whatever happens, obviously it's been a good tournament, but difference between first and second is huge.
Yeah, difference between first and second, essentially, fourth place money. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, I mean, early on in my poker career when I was playing tournaments, Chris,
yeah,
I found myself, I'd make a final table. I would get down to like 5 players. And I would look at this. I would look at the payouts, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, now I'm feeling good. The rest is all gravy." And I would almost relax.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Okay, cool. I've already, I've locked up 9K. I feel good about this day. We'll see how it goes." And sure enough, I get knocked out in 5th or 4th. Rather than, I mean, it was long before I realized what ICM was and how important it was to get in the top 3.
This is a significant pot and a big bet, and it's called.
And it's A6 is going to be good here, 2 pair.
Wow, that could be it, the decisive hand.
There's just under 1 million chips in play, and you can see Perfect Shade with 80% of them.
This is going to be the last time before the break. Will they make it to break? Oh, they might not. They might not make it to break. This could be it.
That's a wet board as well. So, I mean, if either player has, a significant piece or a draw, certainly could go all in. Perfect shade. Raised from out of position. Bets 18-5. There's the call. Turn. Certainly could bring more action as there's straight draws, flush draws. Now perfect shade checks. Seven on the river.
Very connected board.
How are you feeling about your raggy ace right about now?
Yeah, I'm going to bet no one has a raggy ace here, but...
All in.
Goes all in. Perfect shade. I think perfect shade might have just been trying to steal this.
Well, he hasn't snap called, so it's not a good sign for him. Hasn't folded just yet, though. If you've got a 6 here, do you just sigh and call, Chris?
Probably not. It's be a pretty heroic bluff, I feel like.
For sure. Well, that hand will take us to break, and we are not done. As you can see, perfect shade with a little bit more than a 2-to-1 chip advantage. We will play out to a champion. So more action in 5 short minutes from 888 Poker. Welcome to 888 Poker TV, made to bring you 24/7 poker action, huge online events, live commentary, Poker Pro guests, live event replays, interviews, strategy, and more. Free rolls and giveaways. Join the 888 Poker TV community, made to play.
For the first time, players from across all of 888 Poker's networks will be able to compete at the same time online for WPTDeepStacks titles and trophies from April 18th to 26th.
This is so exciting. This is 2 huge brands in the poker world coming together for this one big unique event.
We get a fantastic online festival that captures the excitement of live poker.
That feeling when you're deep in a live poker tournament with a huge stack, that's what this event is all about.
The new 888 Poker software is perfect for this.
There will be lots of events with different buy-ins and for a variety of poker styles. We'll have 8-max, 6-max, marathon, and progressive knockouts with both the regular buy-in and mini versions too.
Online DeepStacks events are so much fun because you have deep structures and big playing fields.
There are lots of day ones for the $1 million guaranteed main event.
It means you can pick the day 1 flight that suits your schedule.
This event will be live streamed with commentary from David Tuchman, Nick Wealthall, and tons of poker pros.
Having a physical trophy is a great reminder of a win.
I was lucky enough to win a WPT trophy, but I'd love to put a WPTDeepStacks trophy right alongside it.
Players want a WPTDeepStacks trophy because it's a very prestigious brand.
As well as providing routes to satellite into the events, 888 Poker is offering players the chance to free roll their way into the WPTDS tournament.
All the satellites to this event is great because any player, no matter what the bankroll, have a chance of winning the tournament.
There's no better feeling than satelliting into a big event. This is one of the most exciting events that 888 Poker has ever had, and I can't wait to play.
I'm so ready to play this big festival.
So, mark your schedules and get ready to go deep, because the WPT DeepStack Festival and 888 Poker together, well, that's made to play.
How about playing for an extra $5 every day? 888 Poker Live Blast Leaderboards. Blast Jackpot Poker is the exciting sit and go where you can win up to 10,000 times your buy-in. But it doesn't stop there. Join a Live Blast Leaderboard. Only your first 10 or 30 Blast games of the day count, so everyone has an equal chance to win. Get points after each game. The Blast multiplier and your game position will determine your rank on the live leaderboard. Beat out the competition. Join a new leaderboard every day for live fun and exciting prizes. 888 Poker. Made for you, made to play. Play for your share each day.
Hello and welcome back. 888 Poker presents the WPT DeepStacks High Roller, and we are heads up for the championship. Perfect Shade with the chip at lead, and we are picking up the action right in the middle of a big pot, 175,000 in there. Action on Perfect Shade. But just under 1 million chips in play. Chris Morman, Nick Wealthall along for the ride.
Pretty interesting river card here. A lot of stuff gets down the river. Hard for Perfect Shade to have complete air now. I have to call in the flop and limp call in pre.
Pair of sevens. And Perfect Shade back up to just under a 4-1 chip lead. This tournament could end at any moment. Free roll is still going on. Password for that is High Roller. We're giving away $250 in cash. And, of course, the winner of that will get a $1,050 main event seat. Make sure you play that free roller. That free roll, once again, the password for that is High Roller.
Check raise from Perfect Shade. On a nothingy kind of flop. Casual win does call and leaves himself about a pot size bet. Perfect Shade asks him if he wants to put it in the middle. This could be it. Oh, wow. Kings versus, and he has the king of clubs. Cool, the flop heads up.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's a situation. I mean, obviously a great spot for casual win to get the double, and we're back on. I mean, these players aren't short, right, Chris?
No, they've got like 25 bigs effective, so there's a bit of play.
By the way, we have our 9th winner. I want to thank all of you for participating. If you did not win today, don't worry. You have another chance to win on Thursday. We are back at it Thursday, same exact start time, same place. We're going to be here on the Twitch 888 Poker TV channel at 9 p.m. GMT. We'll have another free roll. We'll have more tournament giveaways, so make sure you join us on Thursday. I want to congratulate our 9th winner, Lucky Luke 7. Mentioned this earlier on, said I want to play at the Vic in London. I'm a huge fan of Vicky Corin, and just maybe, I could run into her playing at the Vic. Speaking to three people who have certainly played at the Vic and know it well, we concur. So there you have it. Lucky Luke, you are winner number 9. Now, Chris, I know you've been paying attention to all of the winners and all of their submissions. You let us know at the end of the show.
Including the winners that happened before you came on.
Yeah, I know it all.
He was obviously watching the show, Nick.
Obviously, sorry, of course.
So,
Gotcha.
So just make sure, just let us know who wins the main event seat.
I mean, you've got to help him out a bit. Come on.
Oh, fine.
It's noticeable that Perfect Shade is often the aggressor in this heads-up match. It hasn't actually paid off for him yet. Usually that's going to win out heads-up, but not yet.
I've really been impressed with Perfect Shade and just their ability to kind of fight through adversity. I mean, Perfect Shade has been the chip leader since we started the stream.
Mm-hmm. True.
And, lost that huge flip to Sophia, but was able to kind of right the ship, so to speak. And, even there, flopping top pair against kings, losing, still back up to 600,000.
No, that's something to be said for that. You can't. It's like any tournament you win, pretty much never is completely plain sailing the whole way. So you have to just sort of catch yourself and just remember you have what your chip stack is, and don't think about how many chips you had before, stuff like that, and just just get on with it and not moan about it. It happens to everyone, and just it's never easy.
Yeah, I used to see that. I used to see that a lot. David, you probably have as well. When you do live tournaments and we either commentate or play them, you see so many people who have chip stacks. Like they get chips. It seems to be one of the hardest things for people to deal with emotionally, where they get a decent chip stack and then they lose a big pot, and they're like back in the pack, or they're back to sign of 25 big blinds or something. You see people melt down a lot in that situation. They just get so frustrated that they were doing really well in the tournament and now they're struggling.
I mean, Nick, you and I have seen situations where somebody's a chip leader or like top 5 stack, loses a pot, and still has double average.
It just goes all in, I think.
Oh, they just melt down. And they just
like
relax. If you could just step away from it for a moment and just kind of remove it and be like, okay, if I told you that you would be with 2 tables left, you would have double average. Would you be okay with that? Of course you would be.
Well, you just like the whole idea of attaching emotion to your stack is really odd, because like your stack doesn't know how you feel about it, does it? Doesn't know if you love it, hate it, used to love it more. It doesn't know. So, you should just try and divorce your emotion from. You've got to try, as Chris said, you've got to stay in the moment as much as possible. So
that's a talent in itself. I mean, the ability to stay in the moment, stay present, not look at your payouts, not worry about the hand that just happened or how many chips you had before. I think, you see some of the great poker players out there and they share that ability. Obviously, Chris is great at that. I imagine, is that just an experience thing, or is that just something you've always had, Chris?
No, I mean, hopefully you get better at it over the years, but definitely, you can still catch yourself, thinking it in mid game. It happens to everyone still. Poker's kind of an emotional game, so you're not going to be like a robot, and unless maybe Dom is, but yeah, most people aren't.
The fine people at Snapcall, who of course are the geniuses behind this production, and they make all of this happen. Chris, they have sent you the list of the contest winners. Do you need me to read them, or do you want to read them off and you can just let us know who wins the 1,000?
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to read them out loud. You can just read them to yourself and let us know who you think should win.
Okay.
I mean, I will let people know. We have the F-Smong, Pirate Schnicks, Neptune 186, It's Radu Moon, Michael Bevilacqua, Van Hompu, Pokar Zone, Julian 132C, and Natiti 94 are our 9 winners. Congratulations to all of you. 8 of you will win a $33 tournament ticket, and 1 of you will win a $1,050 main event seat.
All right, I'm just going to read through this. Give me a second.
Hey, you take your time. You read them.
Yeah.
If a big hand develops, we'll call your attention over. This is a very important job. You can't screw this up, Chris.
You're about to change someone's life.
One job, yeah.
You're about to change someone's life, Chris.
Okay. I got to pick the person who's going to win it as well.
Yeah, that would be good. If you could.
Or at least come in second, because I assume you're going to win. Perfect Shade back up to 600,000. So we got about a 3-2 chip advantage for Perfect Shade. At one point, Perfect Shade had a little bit more than a 4-1 chip advantage, but Casual Win has done a great job clawing their way back.
Okay. I think I have a winner.
Wow, here we go.
The drum roll. It's Tuck on the drum roll. The winner of the competition is Neptune 186, who met his wife at the final table in Morocco. Wants to go back.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. Me and your wife at the final table. Did he not? I want to know if he knocked her out or not, or if she got him.
Yeah, we need to know that, Neptune.
Yeah, did they chop heads up, or what was the deal? Chop heads up and then agree to go on a date, or what?
We'll find out. Neptune 186 is in
I need more
the
info
chat.
on this.
Very happy. We'll find out. Apparently, she knocked him out.
Nice.
Which is,
yeah, but did you have the winning hand, and did you fold it because you wanted to make a completely different kind of move? You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine she would marry him if he did that, though. No way. She'd probably just beat him.
She'd probably just beat him.
No doubt. Well, congratulations, Neptune 186, and congratulations to everybody who has won. And for those of you who are in the free roll, good luck to you. If you did not win today, if you did not win the free roll, no need to cry. We're back here on Thursday for more action, more giveaways, more fun, and, of course, more Nick Wealthall.
All inclusive. See, Perfect Shade keeps chipping up on Casual Win here. Like, he is the more active, aggressive player, but they're not so deep that he can just going to be able to outplay him. He's going to have some hands hold up, or a hand hold up at some point.
But it kind of feels like Perfect Shade wins all of these, 60 to 80,000 chip pots. And then Casual Win just wins the huge ones and doubles up, and then we start it over again. At some point,
that's frustrating when that happens. I've been there before.
But at some point, you imagine Perfect Shade is probably going to win one of those big ones and end up winning the tournament, or maybe not. That's why we're here, and we will be here until we crown a champion. Again, they're basically playing for $10,000, and of course the championship here. Got to hand it to 888 Poker. Between the new Twitch channel, the new software on mobile, I'm kind of looking at the software right now. It's, I feel like they've really upped their game in the last year.
Yeah, I like the new software. It's easier to play on than before.
Chris, you've got to work on your online poker face. I can read you like a book from here. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah, I got pocket kings, man, and I'm hating it because they're my least favorite hand.
I knew it.
So actually, you don't know. You think I was bluffing, but I'm actually dreading it. All right, he folded. Phew.
Profit's profit.
Right? Yeah. Wait, just you raised 2.5x, and he folded, and you're like, yes.
No, yeah, I raised bigger because I wanted to let him know that I was committed to the hand.
There you go.
Neptune in chat says, I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you, Neptune. You have Chris Morman to thank. Good luck.
Yeah, hopefully see you deep in the tournament, mate.
Exactly. That would be cool.
This tournament's been going on for 6 hours and 14 minutes. We've been streaming for the last 3 hours or so. Perfect Shade has been the chip leader throughout.
Yeah.
Can he seal the deal? Not going to win this one. 2 pair, 7s and 3 is good for casual win, and they are virtually even. Nick, how are things in London now? Are you guys off? You're not in lockdown anymore, are you?
We're in sort of halfway house. So a lot of things are open, but socializing is still not really happening properly. So we can have drinks and food outside. We also can't meet in each other's houses yet either. So all the shops are open and the gyms are open and that kind of thing. But socializing is still pretty difficult.
Tell me the truth. There's a handful of people that you'll use COVID as an excuse not to see them for years, right? It'll be like 2024, and you'll just be like, "I'm just not feeling safe right now."
I'm not comfortable. Yeah, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable in your house. Yeah, never have been. Somebody made me laugh. Somebody wrote, "Oh, we got an all-in," and somebody made me laugh. They wrote a tweet a few months ago. This is inappropriate humor, by the way. They wrote a tweet which said, apparently during this difficult time with everyone on lockdown, reaching out to a friend can mean the world. But seriously, who's got the energy for that? That was quite funny.
I like it. Hey, I'm here for inappropriate humor. Please keep it going.
I should give such and such a call. What's that?
Casual win. I don't know if they just sensed it, but we have noticed the last couple of hands, it might just be a small sample size. We don't know, but we have seen 2 hands in a row where they've gone all in.
I think also, well, they've got down to both the players now at like 25 big blinds and less. And I think probably just got to the point where he or she's more comfortable just moving in. Whereas being active with the smaller bets didn't seem to be sitting as well with them. But like you said, small sample size.
I see a flop here. Get a bet and a call. Another high 5-figure pot, 85,000 in there. See if casual win bets now after it was checked through on the turn. Nope. Casual win checking once again, and a pair of kings. The nuts, actually 2 pair. Thank you, kings and 6s. I assume casual win was checking there to induce.
Yeah, I guess so, but it might be too strong a hand to do that with. You might want to just, you can check middle pair and call bet. Like,
I mean, are we at all surprised he did not check raise that flop? Because the flop was ace king 6.
No, because he can't, like, it was check pre, so they don't really have any aces in their range, and they want their opponent to sort of barrel off with nothing, kind of thing. And the ace is going to bet aggressively anyway from perfect shade, so they don't really need to check raise.
Right, if your opponent does have the ace, you're going to get him to value bet himself and all in pretty much anyway. Okay. Well, casual win now. Well, at least started this hand as the chip leader. This hand could change that. If you notice, Nick is deflating. He's almost like he's like a blow up doll. and as the night goes on, less and less air. are inside. Pair of aces here for perfect shade, and back up to 690,000. That's a big pot there. Back to a more than a 2-to-1 chip advantage.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty short now, really, for a heads-up match. With, I don't know what they've got, 40-odd big blinds in play.
Yeah, any hand could be the hand.
There's been a lot of limping though, which is actually good at this stack depth in heads up, which normally you'll think of limping is seen as kind of bad in poker, but it's kind of making a comeback, I guess, in some realms. But yeah, heads up, when you have like an average stack of 20 big blinds, you want to be mainly limping and going from there, really. Otherwise, it just becomes, if you're min raising, it just becomes profitable for your opponent to start reshoving 90% of the hands on you, like if you're min raising, because there's not that many hands that you can min raise call with, and you're going to be wanting to play 100% of hands really heads up as well. So
pair of sevens on the river, casual win, hit the 3-outer on the flop, but got 3-outed on the river in perfect shade. Back up to about 700,000 chips. Blinds 10,000, 20,000. So there's the all in. There's a quick fold. Casual win now down to about 13 big blinds. Perfect shade putting some pressure on casual win.
yeah, you'll start to see a lot more open shoves at this stack depth than previously.
Kevin R42 says, great stream, guys. Thank you very much. We'll be back at it on Thursday. Says, how about playing poker in Antarctica? No COVID and cold deck guaranteed. I've never been to Antarctica. I'm all for it. Casual win wins that all in. Back up to 260,000. I mean, all joking aside, I will tell you that one of the greatest things that poker has given to me, and I don't want to speak for my my co-commentators here, but I assume they're on the same page, is the ability, is the fact that I've been able to see a lot of the world because of poker. And it's really pretty amazing when I think about it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like before playing poker, I'd only really been to sort of France and Spain, and once to America to go to Disneyland kind of thing. But
and that's not America.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've never seen the rest of America, but now I live it. But yeah, no, and obviously that, might have changed a little bit if I was doing something else, but definitely not to the extent that poker has sort of brought about.
No, there's no way. I mean, you think about how many countries you have been to.
Yeah, just random, places in Europe that I've been to for an EPT and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, 888 itself. I mean, each year we go to, over the last few years, we've been to Brazil, we've been to Portugal.
Correct.
There's an all in the call. Oh. King 5 versus Queens. 2 clubs, third club. It is over. Wow.
Sick way to get it done.
Yeah, and
probably a justice winner as well. I feel like he was chip leader the whole way, right?
Yeah.
For sure. No doubt. Perfect Shade deserved that one. That was great. I want to thank all of you for joining us. Of course, I want to thank you, Chris, for taking a couple of hours out of your day. Offer some analysis.
No problem. Good to chat to people. I've been on my own the last few days. So.
And that's big considering you're talking to us. So
yeah, I know.
we appreciate it. Good luck to you in Mexico playing golf and playing online poker. Nick, as always, a pleasure working with you.
Pleasure. It's been really fun. Good tournament as well. Really enjoyed it. A little bit different watching the high roller. And like you said, we'll be here on Thursday for some more fun and more giveaways. So
yeah,
make sure you're here too.
Are you streaming the main event?
Yeah.
Day two? It's just a 2-day, right? Is it?
Yes.
Plays down
yes.
to a winner on day 2, so it'll be a long.
Yeah, that's our schedule is Thursday. We have got the marathon event starting at 9 p.m. GMT, of course. We'll be here on the 888 Twitch channel. And then on Monday, it'll be day 2 of the main event, the $1,050 main event. And that also will be on Monday starting at 9 p.m. GMT time. We will take that to a champion. I want to thank all of you for joining us. I want to congratulate those of you who won. Again, more giveaways on Thursday, so make sure you join us. For everybody at 88 Poker, for Chris Morman, for Nick Wealthall, I am David Tuchman. Good night and goodbye.